ever for both Latvia and Andorra. Neither are yet to qualify for a World Cup in their history. A win today will give them hope that they can break that streak in 2026. Latvia playing into the sun. On the front foot, you'd imagine. Continue on that front foot. The game goes by. Michelotto and Coldo Alvarez in the technical areas are up out of their seats early doors. Andorra get their first feel for the ball. Ball on the left-hand channel, easily cut out by the Latvian back line. Savoniek will earn a throw-in.
Черномордис.
Terrible. Servos, not a bad one. The header had to be won by Chernomordic, which it was. Back in possession. Rodrigo. Latvia allowing the crosses to come in. It does come in. It falls kindly into the path of Rosas, and he knows what an opportunity that was. It just fell kindly to him after a glancing touch into the box. Rosas, watch this, it lands at his feet, but it lands on his left foot, completely misses it with his right foot. That will go down as a great opportunity for Andorra to take the lead. The opposition, Andorra. Chance once again, Latvia. They really get a touch of the ball, but they're allowing too many crosses to come into the box as it stands. This wins the first header, but Andorra gets the ball once again. Positive start from Coldo Alvarez's side. And Nicholas will go back to Oliveira. Now across with Yavera, who leaves it. Bora. Directed the approach this time. Getting space down the right-hand side. Possession again though. Qualifiers. Trying to be clever, but too clever. And Nicholas. Direct. eventually get their foot on it. Johan Servos. Christian Garcia still got unfortunate on goal at Wembley in the last international break. Andorra loses possession of that. Latvia easily relinquish it. Thankfully Andorra return it to them. Goalkeeper's Vidris, who had enough of the passing around in the back line, just sent it along to the big man up front, Dario Sin. Savage splits it back. On the return ball, but too much pace on it from Varslavens. Latvia, another team will be hoping to catch. I think let's play them. Expecting them to win that match, considering how great they've been in the qualifiers so far. And that's a cheap giveaway at the back. Hold up for a handball, I think, has it? There's an injury and a free kick for Latvia. Late challenge. Further down the pitch, maybe the free kick was given for that handball against Rosas, but Kovskis is the man who's on the floor at the moment. Oliveira and Kovskis work it out between them. Officials get involved as of yet. Samuel back to Chernomordis. Valodis. Shiganek who chucks it forward. Inside is Sid, who can't get his cross in. Good defensive covering from Christian Garcia. Once again, strong work from the big Andorran centre-back. Savaliev forces it to a part of the pitch that's just overrun with yellow shirts. A bit more space down this right hand side for Latvia. Savaliev back to Yatkovskis. Savaliev. Early Andorra pressure has waned somewhat in the last few minutes. Chernomordis. Left-hand side, a bit too much on the pass though, all too easy for Andorra to collect. The loose ball. throw-in on this near side. That's a bit of real play we've seen from Latvia, though, in a progressive part of the pitch. Andorra side shored up of late. Some might say to their attacking detriment, but building good defences makes a successful team. Here's Aaron Rodrigo. Getting on the ball more often in a dangerous position. How about ball? To prevent Andorra's progression. Slightly below Aaron Rodrigo, the 21-year-old, on his second start for his country. His first start at Wembley, pretty hard to top that. Borat. Zelikow. Yavera ends it long. Over in the middle. The supporters didn't like that. Side the ground. Garcia. Oliveira. Garcia. Now Yavera. Ball's all the way back to Alvarez. Oliveira. San Nicolas. Play in the middle. Yeah, not allowing Andorra a moment in possession though. Joel Goulin surrounded, losing possession. Now Andorra give away a free kick, rather unnecessarily. This is why. Right through the back. There's Marcos Slavin hitting the turf. Go long, this time it's missed to the back by the Andorran defence. Chance here, Gutkovskis, his touch takes him wide, and Andorra are able to recover. Garcia, the man who did get a touch on that, but the offside flag was raised against the Latvian forward either way. There's completely misjudged at the back. We've seen the wind impacting play before this opportunity. There is the flag, very late flag as Gutkovskis thought it was a corner, but all he's running is for no reward. Andorra will be very much aware that Vidris can get some serious distance into his kicking with the assist from the wind. The sun drops lower here in Riga. Yavera goes out wide to Borat, who will knock it against the legs of Shiganix. Places football in Lucerne for the Swiss side. There's the 28-year-old fullback, Andreas Shiganix. Actually made a senior debut with Schalke after spending time at Bayer Leverkusen's academy. Happy with a 6th place finish last season for Shiganix in the Swiss League. You've got a free kick here for a rather soft foul by Servos, it has to be said. Here is Shiganix. Below this. Be careful, Rodrigo's buzzing around him. Behind the back. Movement forward by Gutkovskis, who I think was in an offside position. Flag stays down for now, but Bjorn borrows the flag is eventually raised against Vladislav Gutkovskis. Looks like a game against Andorra though. There's the Latvian number 9 scored at the 5-0 win back in November 2020 and in a 1-1 draw September 2022. And his run as he would have liked on that occasion. It's one of those, isn't it? Alvarez pumps it along. Too long for anybody in yellow. Lotus with a calm nod down, and Shiganis can send it away. It's a clever flick. A couple of clever touches from Rodrigo, but stupidly gives it away. Shiganis. Double work over on the far side. Joel Grillen. Give it away. Big opportunity here for Bora. That ball looked like it crossed the line. Ivan was closer to it, mine. There to head it away. Valles with the header. And Shiganis there to send it further away. The last 50-50 could have dropped anywhere. Absolutely flat. The play is hitting the floor all over the place. Play continues. Savelnik off the right hand side. Andorra able to get back into their defensive shape though. Give away a free kick in the opening 20 minutes. Clean performance from Paolo Nicolato's side. Chernomordis. Slaven. The Latvian captain, Chernomordis. Here he is again. Everybody, Servos will be the man to get there. Settle for a throw in near the corner flag. Disappointing for Latvia though, they worked the ball out to a good position to get the cross in, and they needed a bit of quality. It's lacking. Nothing the manager can do about that. Reminder though that Latvia have only scored 2 goals in these World Cup qualifiers. But Andorra not having many. Latvia have only a couple more, should I say. Andorra looking to venture forward down the left-hand side. Rosas. Chernomordis gets his toe in the way. Will convert it out for an Andorran throw-in. So much experience in that back line. There's Antonis Chernomordis. Came so close to scoring against Albania in the 1-0 loss. Had a header cleared off the line. The Albanian back line. Oliveira. Rodrigo. Good play from Andorra. Here is the 21-year-old. Bora. Trying to find space. There isn't any cooperated. Garcia. Away. Not properly away though. Servos. Andorra winning all the 50-50s at the moment. Slaven gets his legs in the way. We approach the midway point of this first half. Very few opportunities to talk about so far here in Riga. Chernomordis to Balodin. Chernomordis seems to be the one who's more confident in bringing the ball out of defence. Latvia in the way. Slowing down by Slavins without taking him out. Kovskis. Too confident stepping over that halfway line does Latvia's number 13. Slip up. Position could well be dropped. Melnik's available on the bench, as is Vitali Jagadidiskis. Experienced men available on the bench who can play centre-back today for Latvia. Here is Jakovskis. May be a familiar name for those in England. Players making a move in red. Valodis. Shiganix. Chernomordis goes right through the middle, and there's a crunching tackle made, and the first yellow card of the game. Kovskis wiped out. Joel Gulen in the book. There is a VAR check for a red card here. Look at the replay, shall we? Right through the back of Kovskis. Was this dangerous play? Well, the foot was high. I think with Kovskis having his foot in the air, that might be what keeps this card at just a yellow. That from Joel Gulen. His first call up to play against Latvia back in September 2022. Get off the bench that day. I believe isn't marking that match, but that's in a different way on this occasion. "25 minutes on the clock. Latvia 0, Andorra 0. It's World Cup qualifier here in Riga. San Nicholas is the latest player to get a telling off in yellow. A card this time for the Andorran fullback. Difficult position to cross this ball in. Here go direct. The first head is won. It goes comfortably wide of Chernomordis' goal. Garcia has a few words for the Latvian captain as well. Officials immediately trying to put out any fires. Thinking 2 words, 2 English words that is, calm down is the message from the referee. Collided with God. 1-0 win in March. Also scored against the Faroe Islands in the Nations League in a 1-1 draw. He's playing for Latvia for a year or so as the Latvian forward. footwork from Rodrigo. Lovely turn of pace. Has movement in front of him as well. Rosas. Returning to Rodrigo, but well watched by Sabaliev. There he is now. Chernomordis. Loaded. Zelenkov. Manages to avoid Rodrigo's interception. Latvia enjoying more of the ball, not making much happen with it. They need a spark to turn it. Could be the man to do that, boys. Simply surrounded by yellow shirts all the time, it would seem. You get the feeling that this game could be decided by a set piece or a moment of magic. Rodrigo looks very likely to make that happen for Andorra. Boran. Big challenge. No reaction there from below who the ball straight up to his feet. Andorra thinks that though, as soon as they lose possession, they drop back into that 5-4-1 formation. Touch. Oliveira though, excellent work to prevent Ravers. Yakovskis breaking forward and breaking the lines. Said before he doesn't look too confident crossing the halfway line, but he certainly didn't look too confident with the ball played into the penalty area. It does look the most likely to make something happen is Rodrigo. There's a completely spark to don't find too often on the pitch for Andorra. Header in the middle from Joel Gulen. Again, only after heading it up into the air, but he can do keep the ball. It goes long. Miss to the back, it might fall into the path of Dario Sitz, almost did. And Silveira was there though. There seems to be those direct balls that are causing more trouble than anything for Andorra to deal with in the back line. Here's Rosas running in the Latvian back line, but that's good covering from Daniel Spalodis once more. Made that tackle a couple of times in this game and failed to do so on both occasions. Rodrigo cheaply crossing the ball into the penalty area. Well placed to do that. Rosas appreciates the effort, but be a 10 out of 10 cross to create an opportunity there for his strike partner. .31 minutes played. Latvia 0, Andorra 0 here in Riga. Likely as it looks for the 2026 World Cup. The supporters were absolutely full to make it to a World Cup final, having never done so. Andorra on the front foot here. A good through ball by Rodrigo. Chance here for Rosas. He stands on the ball. Still has it though. Up against Balodis. Finds his cross. And Andorra tap it in at the near post. Boysan Nicholas up from defence in the 6-yard box. And Andorra have scored in the World Cup qualifiers, their first goal of the whole qualifying tournament. There's the defender, Boysan Nicholas, who's on the spot to make it 1-0. It's his first goal for Andorra in his 94th appearance for his country. He manages somehow to squeeze it in from an impossible gap. Well, it looked like the opportunity had gone. Rosas standing on the ball, but then somehow finding a cross. It was all very tight. But it was all very tidy from Boysan Nicholas at the near post. Latvia 0, Andorra 1. Well, they've only won away twice in their whole history of playing football of Andorra. That in Liechtenstein and San Marino. Could they add Latvia to that list? Latvia 0, Andorra 1 is the score. Well, what have Latvia got in their locker? Boslaven. In midfield, and we know how organised this Andorran back line is. Off the man on the floor. That's why. I think he'll recover. Well, not only is it put them in the lead in this game, it's their first goal in a long time for Andorra. The first since last year, March last year, would you believe? They don't score very often at all. So when they do, it feels like a momentous occasion. There was hardly any fouls in the first 20 minutes or so of this game, but they've really started to rack up since that Andorran goal. Latvia was a bit more fire about that. Bukowski just really had muscled by Christian Garcia, I should say. But it has been the direct balls that have caused the Andorran back line a lot of bother. Need to see more of that. No foul, shoulder to shoulder. Telling Bukowski to get up. Too strong for the Latvian striker. Good ball inside. Boslaven. Space here for the shot. Blocked in the middle. Still loose. Yellow bodies on the line to keep the ball out. Still not away though. Latvia commit the foul through Dario Sic. Well, when it was picked up in the middle here by Boslaven, saw the support arriving on the right hand side, and I think it was a shot by Savelniek. He needs to go with his paces more than the inside of his boot. For power rather than placement. Tackle. Ballo's the captain, showing his defence how to do it. What's winning this game at the moment for Andorra? Just want to pick up the loose ball more than Latvia do, because there's a lot of 50-50s in this game. One seems to be dropping the yellow way rather than the red way. Zelenko. Loaded back to Zelenko. Back to below this. Latvia back into this rhythm of looking confused. Looking a bit lost in all honesty. Can't really break through this Andorran back line. Boslaven. He's the back from Zelenkowskis. Chernomordis. And Belodis. Force back and force back. What's that doing the closing down? Maybe some space will open up now. Varslavin, that's more like it from this Latvian side. Zelenkov carries it forward for Latvia. There's lots of players on this right-hand side. Almost comes through to Zelenkowskis. His number all afternoon so far. The 4-1 formation. The midfield is going to be seeing that in their dreams as the cross comes in. Devil Nets was the closest to it, and he'll happily let that roll behind for a corner. Scorer Sam Nicholas with a touch. Wasn't the most convincing defending from the Andorran fullback, but goes back into position to defend this corner. Just over 5 minutes to go before half-time. Latvia 0, Andorra 1. And Dmitry Zelenkov gets his first. Well, how about that? It's been a real low-quality game of football, but Zelenkov, that is unstoppable. Iker Alvarez picks the ball out of his net and says fair play, because there is nothing he could do about that. Well, it was not cleared away by the players in front of him, but even if you had two Zelenkovs in goal, they wouldn't have kept that one out. In off the underside of the crossbar, that is how to do it. Dmitry Zelenkov. He won't forget his first Latvia goal anytime soon. What a hit. Garcia, Chernomordis. Well, after conceding that goal, you could tell that Latvia had a bit more fight about them, a little more hustle and bustle, and a lot more danger as Zelenkowskis comes forward here. Garcia comes across, sits as a target, but it's cleared away to Varslavin. Latvia looking to end the first half strongly. Savonjek finds the cross, but Andorra able to deal with it. Bora will concede the throw-in on the far side. Taken a while, but Paolo Nicolato's side have finally woken up here in Riga. Chernomordis, Andorra, full of running in the final few minutes of this first half. Chernomordis. Varslavin, he's certainly seen the ball a lot more since that opening goal. Here he is now. You may say it's Andorra's first goal of the qualifying section, but that was only Latvia's third goal as well. Here is the goal scorer for Latvia. Varslavin, this is good. Chiganik, it opens up for him, tries to bend it, got carried away I think. Lenkov scored that brilliant goal with his left foot and made that 1-2. Opened up in front of him and his head down. Really look at the goal before taking the strike on. Need to calm it down a little bit. Is there, but the loose ball's picked up by Mark Valles. Now Joel Goulet. Oliveira. Moise San Nicolas. Rodrigo making movement but can't get there. The throw. They're preparing for a throw in here, Andorra. Goal scorer Moise San Nicolas to take. Forehead. Savalier. Puts them to Sherna more. This is the foul given against the Andorran forward. Tested look, should we call it? The face of Albert Rosas. Soft one against Sherna Mordis. Not to see that Albert Rosas deliberately making that movement towards the Latvian captain, which it looks like. He just doesn't have eyes for the ball. Balodi. Back to Balodi. Terrible pass. Alexis Savalier. Touch on that from that Latvian defender. Yeah, that's Rivera. Showing that he's stronger than Vladislav Gutkovskis. He's a big frame, is the Latvian number 9, but it's just hold the place, not been display really this afternoon. And there's the half-time whistle. Well, for a long time it looked as if this was going to be goalless until the break. That was until Moise San Nicolas popped up at the near post, his first goal for Andorra. What a time to get it. 94th appearance for his country. Never scored until today. He found the tiniest of gaps to squeeze in. A very different goal to that of Dimitris Zelenkov's, his equaliser. An absolute thunderbolt from the edge of the penalty area as he gets his first goal for his country as well, which means at the break here in Riga, it's Latvia 1, Andorra 1. penalty area. And a trick of changes coming the way of Latvia. Robert Pipes, Lucas Vatsner and Yanis Kanaux is coming on. Savelyev is the man who's going off. He had a difficult first half in the midfield. Quite easily, quite loosely. Here's another man who's leaving the field of play. Looks as if it might be a change of shape for the half time. Next to Saveliyev's on, who sits off. Raver Tchaikovsky's on. Robert Pipes, Svata, and Kaliev is the third man to come on. The number 10, what will be expected. And the Latvian forward, 12 goals in his 68 Latvia appearances before today. Latvia now significantly shaded second half. Yes, the second half underway. You won Andorra 1. Remember, Latvia's only other win in this qualifier coming against Andorra, and Andorra gets to register a point on the board. Handball. Andreas Ciganik, which was spotted by the referee despite being blindsided on this near side by Albert Rosas. Well, they've got the wind behind it now. To Andorra, had it blown into their face in the first 45, but favour side with the win. Servos and Bora who stand over it. Right foot or the left foot? Left foot of Servos, but nobody expected that. Make a better angle of it, Andorra. It's a decent cross in. The header's met. It's quite a clean connection, it would seem, as well. Valles in the penalty area. Known for his goal-scoring capabilities into his 102nd appearance today for Andorra. Scored 5 in the past, but 35. He's not quite Erlen Haaland. Morris throw. Rodrigo lively in the first 45, but Andorra have identified that as they squeeze possession out of him. Koski, surrounded by a swarm of yellow shirts. Open into space in the second half. Cambia. He's been told to stop by the fourth official. Pretty much shoulder with Caldo Alvarez, the Andorra coach. Good ball in the back from Pipes. Ahead of Robert Savelnieks though. Interesting to see whether Savelnieks completes the full 90 minutes. He's been up and down that right-hand side like a yo-yo. Head with the back by Pipes. Slavin. There's a free kick, I think it was for a handball. Against Moisan Nicholas. Valodis. Shiganik. Takes down the left-hand side for Ikauniex. Can't get his cross in, but he'll take the corner. Their men, whenever they come into the defensive third for Andorra. They are all over their opposition. Not coming out for a corner. It'll be a goal kick. Watch for the release. Iker Alvarez. Bora. Servos. Slowed down by Daniel Volodis, who steps into midfield momentarily. Those who watch Scottish football spent 6 months at St Johnstone, did the Latvian centre-back. Actually scored the winner against Celtic in a rare victory. That's clever from Rodrigo. Thinking about the shot, thought about it too long. Holds it up well. Yellow shirt's putting forward as the shot comes in. And again, a couple of occasions. Both Latvia and Andorra. Moises Nicholas, the man who scored the opener. Useful for 2 yards, but not really just 20 yards. Gives it away though. Servos. We can cross in, but too much on it. Shape it up nicely, but too much height. Joan Servos, he's seemingly the most fluid of higher Andorra side. Popping up all over the place. Man on the ground for Latvia, but teams play on to the home side. Lamp's now back to his feet. Shifting the Andorran defensive line. Constant for Slaven. Which for Vatna. The half-time substitute. Michigan. To Lucas Vatna. Robert Fight. Vatna. Savelniak. Tight over on that far side. Slaven back to Savelniak. Throw in. It's quickly, Andorra not awake to it. Slaven back to Veit. Him on attack. Right side of swings back. Confident in possession. Slaven. Veit back to Slaven. Trying to find the perfect angle. They find the cross. Good push back from Alvarez. Don't want to risk the catch because he's in red. Around the penalty area. Garcia, but shanks it, maybe put off by the man in front of him. What a fresh moment. The big defender is Captain Mark Valles was there, but just left it. Christian Garcia. Robin Savelniak, the man who stands over the corner. Swing a corner, it's away, good head of that. White. Now back to Shiganik. Switch the play, but he finds San Nicholas. Now Rodrigo, that's a good touch to get away from the Latvia back line. White, back into position. Possession back to his goalkeeper. Diedrich. Sure, we'll be thinking San Nicholas squeeze that in the near post. Cleverly done though by Zelenkov. Wonderful footwork and not a bad ball either. Wilkowskis, can he find space? Oh, he goes down and the referee points without hesitation to the penalty spot. Well, it was a foolish attempt to go for the ball by Bielbora, and Vladislav Wilkowskis hit the deck. What looked like quite a clear connection. Well, I'm not sure how much of a connection there was, but Bora diving in here, he stood on the right foot of Wilkowskis. That's where the connection was. That's why the decision is penalty for Latvia. Vladislav Gutkovskis straight up to his feet. He's going to take the penalty for Latvia. Has to be big. Zika Alvarez. Vladislav Gutkovskis scored twice against Andorra. Once in 2020, once in 2022, as he looks to turn this game on its head. Gutkovskis for Latvia against Alvarez. Easy as you like for Vladislav Gutkovskis. Alvarez committed one way, Gutkovskis going the other, and Latvia from 1-0 down, lead 2-1 here in Riga. 10 minutes into the second half, and Latvia are in front. Latvia 2, Andorra 1. Well, he won the penalty, and he executed the penalty, and after a really tough first half in this game, he'll be absolutely thrilled to be on the score sheet because he didn't get in the first 45. Perez moving very early. Gutkovskis actually had his eyes down, knew where he was going from the start, didn't change his mind. Gone to the back of the net. 30-year-old with his 11th goal for his country. As confident as you like. But Latvia's number 9. Got a headbutt in the chin from a teammate during the celebration. Well, Latvia, in 55 minutes, have doubled the amount of goals that they've scored in their entire World Cup qualifying campaign. Coming together on the halfway line, involving Christian Garcia. Gutkovskis was the man who was on the floor, holding his chest. Interesting to see VAR take a look at it. Interesting. Chernomordis. Slavin. Chernomordis. Right. Chernomordis pumps it forward towards Gutkovskis, but here, control of the situation at the back. Rodrigo taken down by Weiss. Stepping in with way too much aggression there. Robert Weiss evidently on for the first time in Latvia colours. This is first appearance for his country. For all involved with Latvian football. Familiar feeling though for Andorra. They're not out of this yet though. Very, very disappointing free kick. Near the penalty area, very low from Rodrigo. They're open to throw in. Miguel Borra conceded the penalty. Advanced to take this long throw in. They've not got too much distance on these throw-ins so far. Use the win their advantage. Still over half an hour to go. Borra. Aaron Rodrigo. Miguel Borra. Rodrigo, Borra, to get around this man Zelenkov, pulls down Zelenkov and also through Siganek. Double foul. And Andorran fullback. soft pullback, but it was a definite trip. Chiganix, who's putting a real shift down the left-hand side for Latvia. Clever touch. Zelenkov sees the ball through the middle. Wilkowski pokes it around the goalkeeper Alvarez, but cover is there. Oliveira saved the day. Could prevent you going behind for a corner, but for all the world, look at this Wilkowski. Got to tap in for his second of the game. Zelenkov pushing the avenue to perfection. Say well done really to Kiefer Alvarez, who came off his line quickly to close down the angle and use the opportunity as he could for Vladislav Wilkowski. Short corner. Slavin. Cross to the air, the goalkeeper comes, gets there, and the volley comes in! And it goes by a good few metres in the end. Fafner. That would have been some finish from a good 25 yards from the substitute. So kindly for him, so the goalkeeper was off his line. Regrets going for it. Again, from Aaron Rodrigo. Slavin's in the way. Got it from Zelenkov. Chiganix. This game opening up a little bit now. Kauniak. Says his name very much. Coming on at the break. Chiganix to Fafner. Chernomordis. Chernomordis. Andorra being sucked into Latvia's heart by the quick passing of the home side. Zelenkov, they're all in their groove now at Latvia. Slavin. Across the wicket ball in, and it's an excellent header. Vladislav Wilkowski gets his second of the game, and it is simply brilliant. Such a satisfying goal. Robert Savelnieks has been up and down that right-hand side all afternoon. And when Latvia needed a bit of quality, he provided it. Wilkowski accepted it and nodded it in for Latvia 3, Andorra 1. Well, they have really stepped it up in the second half. VAR will check it for an offside. But take nothing a touch. Rodrigo giving that up easy. The referee with his whistle in his mouth. She then uses a yellow card as well for Robert Savelnieks. Latvian to go into the referee's notebook this afternoon. He had a nibble a little earlier on and a full bite a moment later. Changes for Andorra. One of those players that enter the fray. Valid on. Lopez, the other player to come on in place of Albert Rosen. Forward thinking. For Andorra at least. Yeah, Lopez going to make his sixth appearance for Andorra this afternoon. Silva, more of a regular. Score for Andorra. Definitely made one start for the national team. Coming off the bench. Andorra's number 20 this afternoon. Very composed coming on at the break, not done anything too fancy, kept the ball moving. Close main objection of the central midfielder. Doesn't get any further than Max Yavera. Counters on for Andorra, but Latvia are there to quickly take control. Ooh, an unnecessary tackle by Lopez. Right through the back of Balodin. The substitute, maybe a bit of frustration. Deliberate. On second watching from Lopez. Quickly though with Iker Alvarez. Andorra. Midfield it goes. Forward. Again. By Andorra. Showed some impressive attacking play in the first 45, but the second half it's not been unfortunately for Aldo Alvarez's side. Loaded. Shona Mortis, who's got any handbags in the second half like he did in the first. Right. To below this. It's all Latvia have to do now. Andorra get the ball back and seem quite happy just knocking it between their defenders at the moment to the Latvians. Shigani. Hopkins muscles at the back post. Rivera stronger than the Latvian forward. Still on though. Another decent cross in. Rivera gets his head down. But Slavin takes it well. Danger here for Andorra. Push off a defender. Corner. Well, he's always been the focal point in previous games for Latvia, but generally speaking this afternoon by the Andorrans. Corner. Goalkeeper came and didn't get there. His goal was by Yanis Kalniak. Off he goes quickly. Lopez. The ball as well as he could, but not well enough. The referee. For a free kick more than anything. Kalniak. However, Kowski. Steer up. And Oliveira. Second ball. And Nicholas is the third. Considering Savalniak was into the 11 today. Hoping to take his chance. He's shown what he's capable of. Slight challenge there. Here he is now. Right fullback. Vapner. Again, in possession. 16 minutes to go. Latvia 2, Andorra 1 will imagine have a significant amount of injury time because of the delay in coming to that decision to disallow the third Latvian goal. Shona Mortis. touch on that. From Latvia's centre back. Andorra is coming up. Fernandez, Cuckoo comes on. Another striker on the pitch for Andorra. I think that's 3 now. Picking up the loose ball. That's what's changed in the second half. Andorra were winning all those second balls in the first 45. Need a goal to wake them up, really, Latvia. Malniek's movement down the right. Kauniek. 3 in the middle of the red towards the back post. Bukovskis will attack it, and it hits the crossbar. Almost their own goal. So close to a third for Latvia. Bounced off ahead of Max Chivera, who played his part, tracked his marker all the way. His look was in. So close. Hit on his right shoulder. All Alvarez could do was watch it bounce up. No, it did come off his head. Off the crossbar. Latvia feel done enough for a third goal in this second half. Andorra look ready to suffer defeat once again. Win against San Marino in October of last year. Their last victory. Lopez has pulled back and Andorra will get a free kick here, and they've not had many opportunities to test the defensive capabilities of the Latvian backline for the long ball. Maybe they'll give it a go here. Servos and Rodrigo are the 2 in yellow who stand over it. Taking a shot. Rodrigo drills one in, not a bad one. Glance back into the mix. There's the header, and Andorra have another. On from the back and headed in. Oliveira's there to make it Latvia 2, Andorra 2. And who had this on their accumulator? Look at the scene on the Andorran bench. The 21-year-old gets his first goal for his country. And with 13 minutes to go, it's Latvia 2, Andorra 2. Well, it was a decent ball in, it was just recycled, and oh, he's not going to want to watch that back. It's Vidri through his legs, got his body all wrong, too slow to react, and Oliveira finds the second goal of the game for Andorra. Well, they look so in control, did Latvia, in this game as well. Not scoring in the whole group stage before today. 78 minutes of Andorra. Last time they did score 2, incidentally, was that 2-0 win against San Marino a year ago. 14th of October, so 363 days ago. 363 days ago. Oliveira again, tackle to the progression. Substitute Kauniek. Oliveira. Not convincing defending though. The cross comes into the back post. The post might have been an interruption on that occasion. Chicken it. Valnier. Draw doesn't really favour either of these sides. Tends to keep their World Cup qualifying hopes alive.
On the right, Loaded goes forward, and there again. Latvia will take the throw in. Go at normal time. Chigani. In. Finish out there from the goalkeeper. Alvarez cleared away up into the air. Loose. Fight. By Yepera. Okay. Off Slavin. That's a wonderful flick. Stavelniak with a cross. Yepera attacks it. And a bit further away, but his press continues. Not a moment to breathe for Andorra at the moment. Roll his way through the Andorra back line, keeps the ball somehow. Zelenkov. Kauniek, the loopy one into the middle. There's the header! And it's just wide. So close for Anthony Chernomordis. Valika Alvarez was expecting that ball just to nestle in this corner. He was never going to get there. It was the Andorra goalkeeper, Chernomordis. So close. Getting his second goal of these World Cup qualifiers. He had a header cleared off the line. 1-0 defeat to Albania. That was pretty close. That was just close. Not closer. Everyone's forward. Header in the middle by Fernandez. Andorra go on to nick this game. The ball by that. The referee not happy with the positioning of the throw-in. Making a foul throw here. The way Andorra have the ball back in their possession. That seems to be the decision against Andreas Šiganik. Well, they've been presented with half an opportunity here, Andorra. Holder Alvarez's side, looking to nick it in the final few minutes of this game. On it goes. Not long enough though. This has been an ongoing tussle between those two. Andorra and centre-back accepts the yellow cards with very few complaints, it has to be said. I don't think he could have a case, even if he argued it. The defence have always got to toe the line, I suppose, is the phrase of being too aggressive, so you get 2 yellow cards or a straight red. You've got to be aggressive, you've got to be on the heels of the number 9 you're faced with. It's entertaining to watch Latvia versus this afternoon. goal in this game. They stand Nicholas through such a tight gap as well. The margins really working in favour of Andorra in this game. Again, we don't really need to defeat to Albania. 1-0 defeat to Serbia. Previous Welcome qualifier here at Andorra Stadion. After this attack, Zelenkov down the line. Rivera comes across to slow down. Dubkovskis gets there, but had already slid off the pitch. Stretching for that ball, the Latvian forward. Aaron Rodrigo is coming up for Andorra first. That will be the first change. The man who will come on in his place. And Foolish comes on for Latvia. No association with former Stoke Fox Tony, as far as I'm aware. Hooked off. And Eduard Stavkovic, the other man to come on. Who's gone off in his place. 3 minutes to go. Points shared. Two-box teams. Group K as it stands. There might be a chance here. Lopez into the penalty area. Lopez! A great opportunity. Comes to nothing for Andorra. Well, Guillermo Lopez just chased the long ball. It was really hopeful, really optimistic from the Andorra back line, and he managed to get away from Velodic, who's not let much slip really in this game until then. Lopez, the angle against him, just can't find the far corner. Individual get his first touch. To the battle. Nicholas second. They're in the tactical zone by now in place of Mark Ballard, who had to field the play earlier on. Away by Thiago Silva. Vastner moves over the top, as they're coming together between attacker and defender. Slaven. Vastner. Final couple of minutes in this World Cup qualifier. Vastner steps forward. Let's get the lucky break once again. Rivera is there. Slaven. Fights. Vastner. Loaded. That 5-4-1, it's so tight. No room to operate in the midfield for those in red. Slaven looks to unlock it. Dubkovskis, Vastner tackled well, as we said by Vicuña. Andorra looking to come away on the counter charge, but Paul. Not hope at all for Richard Fernandez. See what the number is on the fourth official board in just a moment. There you have it. 5 additional minutes. Latvia trying to find the cross, but will settle for the corner. In the way. Brilliant that they find a winner in this game. Lucas Fafner will come across to take the corner for Latvia. Time's running out for the home side. Keeper Coulson gets a hand on it as well. He's done well with those situations this afternoon, as Iker Alvarez. And he's going to have to stop because the player down. A head injury in the 6-yard box. The goal scorer this afternoon. Now Nicholas is on the floor. No need for the stop to prevent the fray. Got knocked to the head, but doesn't have a single hair out of place. Excellent number for his hair product. Here's the goal scorer, Henry Oliveira. Sends it along. That's a good touch by Lopez. Now circle. Straight in to Joe Gullin, who's got a yellow card, which means he'll have an early back. Well, he was protesting the foul, and he'll certainly protest the yellow card. As for the final few minutes here in Riga, Andorra are going to play with 10 men. Joel Gullin. Well, that's what it is. It's a tap on the ankle. Is that really worthy of a yellow card? Not quite sure of that from the referee, but he's generally been quite lenient this evening as Georgi Kabakov. But not on this occasion. Joel Gullin. It's another card. Well, now the pressure's on for Andorra. Aldo Alvarez. A few words to the assistant who's down in front of him. There's some more arguing going on here between the officials and the Andorran bench. Not sure if any cards were shown to the coaches down beneath me. Well, it's rather feisty here in the final few minutes. The wicket crossed in. Garcia goes to head it away, but pushed in the back as well, and he celebrates. And has scored a goal with that big defensive header. Andorra heading towards 2 games on the trot without defeat. The first time in 3 years. Alvarez goes long. Either side was to score a winner in this. Michigan has been one of the standout players in this game for Latvia. No doubt in that. At the moment, Snyder only going to take a point. Cheaply conceded. Servos takes his time coming towards the corner flag to take. Final minute of injury time. Andorra looking for all 3 points with 10 men. Servos' corner. That's away the near post and still alive. Fernandez finds some space, but quickly covered by those in red. Varslavin counters on. It was for an Andorran throw-in. The crowd getting excited because there was space to operate in for a rare moment there for Latvia. Andorra having to just waste as many seconds as they can. Challenge and fight. He's winning the header. Chigano tried to force it forward. Completely misjudged off the back by Vera, but it will come through all the way to Iker Alvarez. Out
celebratory scenes in yellow. No goals, no points, nothing to talk about before this. But at full time, here in Riga, Andorra have points on the board. Latvia be disappointed, especially after going 2-1 up in this game. Look at the scenes they are made up for Caldo Alvarez, who this week, remember, saw his father pass away. An emotional afternoon here at the Algarve Stadion for the Andorrans. Latvia, though, will rue those missed opportunities. They were almost 3-1 up with a glancing header, which was ruled out by VAR. But it finishes here in Riga. Latvia 2, Andorra 2.
A forward-thinking club with considerable...